Hello again, I want to just talk about the Overwatch 2026 spotlight that I just saw a few hours ago. So this is something that Overwatch comes out with, I guess yearly. I'm not entirely sure about like new updates coming throughout the year, I guess. It opened with cinematic, I don't really care about. February 10th, Season 1 comes out, so they're going to revert to Season 1, and then it's going to go to 5 different seasons after that until it goes back to Season 1 next year. And then there's going to be not 3, but 10 new heroes. 10! There's going to be a new tank called Domina, a new DPS, N-Ray, new support, Mizuki, a new DPS again, Onron, and a new support, Jetpack Cat. Domina has like a Ultron kind of shot, like this laser thing, can put out a barrier, can like pulse people out, and it's like some crazy stuff. Onray is like a different version of Soldier 76, but not as simple. He has a burst rifle and a secondary weapon too, called the Siphon Blaster, which does explosive damage and boosts speed and jump height, and does a couple other things too. He has some grenades called Cyber Frags, and has a cool ult where he goes up in the air and starts spewing explosives everywhere. Mizuki is a new healer, has this kind of circle thing. Mizuki seems pretty complicated, so I'll see how they work in like 5 days. And new DPS Onron, who's Wu Yong's sister, and just spews fire with her fans, dealing so much fiery damage. And having one of 2 things happen when she does the ult. She can do the Vermilion Ascent, which is crashing down to ignite enemies, or if she dies while trying to attempt the ascent, she does the Vermilion Revival, which triggers a fire explosion, reviving herself back into the battle. And then Jetpack Cat, which is a support who can fly and rope along allies and enemies as it wants. That's going to be chaotic. There's going to be a new hero every season. They're going to come out with 3... They're going to come out with... No, they're going to come out with 5... Yeah, 5 new heroes in 5 days. All of those 5 heroes are going to be out, and then there's going to be 1 new hero every season after that. For the rest of the year. There's going to be new sub-roles. So adding on to the tanks damage and support roles, we're going to have new roles inside those roles, which I think are pretty cool because they kind of personalize the experience, putting everything into even more defined spaces. And there's going to be a new event, I guess, where you could pick a side and get rewards depending on what side each... There's going to be a side that wins each week, depending on which side gets more rewards. Loot box refresh. New loot box for esport, I guess. 2 mythic hero skins each season. A Hello Kitty collab. A UI refresh, which is going to be insane. It's not going to look like this anymore. It's going to look completely different. It's going to be completely different. Can you believe that? It's going to be insane. There's going to be new ranked rewards. A streamlined stadium mode, which, you know, if you play stadium mode, it's going to be a little easier for you because there's like recommended sets, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how stadium works because I only played it once and I was like, I'm never playing this again because it seemed so confusing. But there's going to be like recommended sets of upgrades instead of manually picking upgrades, I guess. And Overwatch is going to get rid of the 2. On the top left, you can see there's no Overwatch 2 anymore. They already got rid of the 2. It's just Overwatch now. And then the Switch 2 version's coming out in Season 2. There's a new competitive series season. And the World Cup is returning, I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. And engine updates that the game is going to look even better. Now I wonder what the other heroes are going to be, because they haven't announced them yet. But there's one on the left which looks like Mizuki, but has like this hexagonal kind of weapon thing that looks crazy. And on the right, you can see There's a mech lady. I'm guessing it's a mech lady with this huge gun and like a flying creature. And then behind her, there's this mysterious robot creature. I'm assuming it's a robot because his face is not human. Looks like he has a cane too, and a trench coat, very mysterious. And next to him, or it, the robot, next to the robot is this devil lady who has a gun. Not much to say about that, but this huge robot thing in the middle here is what strikes me the most. Maybe it's a relative of Diva's, or maybe it's just a random robot. Who knows? That's gonna do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.